Frisco.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA, founder of Right Choice Tax Resolution and best-selling author on how to have less stress with the IRS. We have talked with a number of new clients who told us the same story. They had a tax situation and went with one of those national firms with the TV and radio ads. They guarantee they can settle your tax owed for pennies on the dollar. They take a $10,000 fee up front, and then you never hear from them again. We are a local firm and just want to help you resolve your situation so you can get on with your life. Don't let your bank account get wiped out, your paycheck or Social Security check get garnished, or a lien put on your house so you can't sell it or get refinanced. The state can even put a hold on your occupational license. Make the right choice and call 844-222-1192 or visit rightchoicetax.us today. Schedule a free meeting so we can talk and come up with a solution to solve your situation now. It will not go away if you bury your head in the sand. The first meeting is free. Call now, 844-222-1192, or visit rightchoicetax.us.
We're starting to see our volume pick up a little bit, especially 4145. Right now, just north of Capitol, between there and Hampton, it's starting to get a little slow. Other than that, we're still looking pretty good. Just a couple of broken down vehicles near Menominee Falls, and that's about it right now. And checking the Storm Team forecast, mostly sunny, very warm and humid today with a high around 90. Could see some isolated storms as well. Clear, warm, and humid tonight with a low of 74. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
The buffet that we used to frequent and go through when I was a college student was the buffet at Sizzler.
What happened to you yesterday?
I got mugged.
You got mugged?
Mugged? Well, I wouldn't have minded it so much, but I was running home to go to the bathroom.
Is Sizzler still a thing?
Not here.
I haven't seen a Sizzler.
Not here.
God was a boy.
That was like a big deal when we got to go to the Sizzler buffet. Ooh, watch out.
Well, why didn't you use the bathroom in the building?
It was full. And I tried a few other places, but that didn't work. I mean, it was an emergency, Jerry. I was really percolating.
We need to do a show, all of us together, from a Sizzler, and we can eat the buffet all day long as we broadcast to you.
I don't need to be.
Milwaukee 94.5.
I don't need to be crapping through a screen door there, Adam, right?
But now I got a big problem, buddy.
What is it?
Well, I waited so long, I missed my chance.
You didn't go?
No, and now I can't get it back.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight, he ain't doing nothing but running his mouth. Talk about it, we all about it. They making plans, we sit and count. Our chair is stacked just like a mountain. You heard about it, she running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it.
Talked about this yesterday a little bit. It's going to take a few segments for me to get the old voice warmed up.
Smoke.
Well, maybe if you went to got rid of your big old water thing, you could just be chugging water.
I got hot water here, hot water with honey. Do you know, yesterday was Coach Corso's birthday, turned 90 years old. A lot of love for him on social media and whatnot, and we will, of course, celebrate him the first week of the season in Columbus with College Game Day. But before he goes on television every weekend, he does vocal warm-ups.
Like he's singing in the back?
It's like...
Or is he doing Anchorman stuff?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because, it's not Anchorman stuff.
The arsonist had oddly shaped
How
feet.
now, brown cow? It's more of like...
Like he's getting ready for the opera?
I sang on the way here.
Just to get your voice warmed up or just for fun?
Just for fun.
No.
You're not thinking about warming up your voice.
Yes,
I don't believe that
if
for
you do
2
that,
seconds.
then my voice is deeper. If I didn't sing on the way in, I'd be talking like this.
Whenever your voice goes deep, it reminds me of when you used to do the Robert Goulet thing.
Which isn't Robert Goulet.
No.
It's Will Ferrell doing Robert Goulet.
Yes.
It's an impression of an impression.
Which, by the way, is how I always think of Harry Carey. Even though having grown up watched the Cubs, whenever I do a Harry Carey impersonation, it is Will Ferrell doing Harry Carey.
Well, coming from a musical
it's a simple question.
family,
If the moon were made of cheese, would you eat it?
they don't drink if they have a show over the weekend.
Sure.
So I don't want to hang out with them. It's no fun, basically. What?
Besides not
fair.
Wait, that's the only way you can have fun is if you're drinking?
Hey, get a little loosey-goosey, especially like the Blammer, very loose yesterday.
I feel like the Blammer's loose without the alcohol.
He's quite boring.
He's a character still, though.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a lot going on in his life.
Corn's coming. Gabe's getting a little antsy here with the corn.
Well, I was just asking questions today.
Which was what?
Have you had any of the corn? Is it good?
That's kind of like, when is it coming? I want some.
Oh.
That's how I translated that.
No,
Really?
I was literally just asking a question.
You've really been burned by people, haven't you?
Yeah.
Like the fact that he can ask a somewhat innocuous question and you're like, ease off, okay? I'll get you the corn when I get you the corn.
Yes.
So I was thinking about voices this morning, and I was thinking about our buddy over on KBN, Brad Nortman, who I did not know until yesterday had vocal cord surgery, like a procedure. He had polyps on his vocal cords. And he has been instructed that he cannot speak for a week. No talkie-talkie.
That's kind of tough to do when you're on the radio.
Well.
You think he's just coming in here, sitting in this chair, and just staring silently at Rust and Kyle
Let him
for
cook.
3 hours?
He's going to be off, Chew.
No, but I got guys in the gym that sign.
Yeah, because they're deaf?
Yes.
You can't do that on the radio.
Yeah, you can. You got YouTube right there.
Oh, right, but only if they're watching YouTube.
If you have a translator.
Okay.
What do you... So what, we're going to hire someone to sit here for Brad. So Brad's going to learn sign language. And then...
Please keep going through everything that would be required to make this harebrained plan work.
So you would have to, first of all, learn American Sign Language.
I'm a deducer, okay?
Second of all, then we would have to hire somebody who can also translate American Sign Language.
You're full of deucer.
Into just actual English, and then hire that person to be on the air for Brad.
Or, hear me out, he takes a week off.
Yeah, they've got 3 of them on the show, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
If one of them's off, it's not the end of the world.
So I know where you're going with this.
Where?
Yeah, I could. If I could talk to myself.
No chance.
Yes.
Can't talk at all.
No, if I could talk to myself, I don't need to talk to anybody all week long.
But are you talking out loud, or are you having inner monologue?
No, out loud.
You can't talk. You would do more damage to your repaired vocal cords if you spoke. That is why he cannot speak for a week. There's 0 chance. You'd want to make a crass joke. You'd want to do a "that's what she said" or something like that, and you'd be fighting so bad you'd ruin your vocal cords again.
I'm just saying from the standpoint, I really don't need to talk to anybody.
You talk to your wife every day.
Not a lot, though. I won't see her. Like, if this was a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, she'd get home at 7:30. I stay up to 8, half hour, bada boom, bada bing, I'm in bed.
Is she traveling? Is that why she's
No,
gone?
she just
she works late. Okay. All right. Gabe, do you think you could do it? 1 week?
Standing on my head.
What?
You're crazy.
Easy.
You're insane.
Our radio guy, our guy who does like 16 radio shows a week,
obviously
is all of a sudden going to just not talk?
Yeah, it'd be easy. As we were talking about this, can he not laugh?
No, nothing.
So nothing.
No.
I feel like you got to make sure you're just watching serious stuff on the television, right? Because you got to sit there, you got to pass the time somehow. You got to either read a serious book that's not going to make you chuckle. No Happy Gilmore 2, nothing like that. Nothing but serious, maybe just serious documentaries.
He's an athlete light, though, so it's different for athletes, like when they say hamstring. All right, most people, you have a hamstring, you're out 6 to 8. Athletes should be back in 3. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think vocal cords
heal faster?
Are part of the athletic gift?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to go in a totally different direction,
No, I
which
just
is
think you
he's
heal
an
faster.
athlete light, his words, not mine. Therefore, he has built-in discipline that maybe the average person, am I helping you out here?
Yeah.
That the average person doesn't have, and therefore, he is more likely to be able to do it than the average person.
Correct. Like there's a difference when an athlete goes in and gets their shoulder done as opposed to a NARP.
Yeah, you know what the biggest difference is?
What?
The training staff that you have to help you after the surgery.
Nah, I think it's
the
a mindset.
NARP is going home, and they don't have the luxury of that. So, yes, it's going to take longer. You've got people who are taking care of that shoulder, who are going to be giving you different things that the NARP doesn't have access to, different workouts that the NARP doesn't have access to, that's going to get you back bigger, faster, stronger versus the NARP.
I don't know if I agree with that. But I'm too tired to fight you on that, so you win.
709, Chewy's checked out. I got at least...
Blammer did a number on you last night, huh?
A little bit.
A couple extra bottles of wine with the Blammer.
God, is he a mooch? He doesn't even ask if there's leftovers in the fridge now. He just goes and takes them.
That's definitely a faux pas.
Not
you
for
can't
Blammer.
walk into someone else's home, open up the refrigerator, and start pillaging leftovers.
Hold on.
This is the standard that you've set in the relationship.
He did bring me peaches. Does that change your mindset?
Do you like peaches?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that helps to know. I know. As I'm evaluating the gesture.
Look, if Jen or I were to bring you peaches,
yes,
we're not going to have free reign over your refrigerator. We wouldn't even think to look in your refrigerator because we're just bringing you peaches.
But is it fair
However,
for the Blammer?
For the Blammer,
Yes.
who you have established is very big on the barter system. The second he brings you peaches,
Yes.
he's now looking for what he is getting in exchange for the aforementioned peaches.
Yes.
So the relationship that you have set up with your neighbor, the Blammer,
Yes.
this seems like pretty typical behavior.
So he took leftover quesadillas in a bag of poison. That's what he took yesterday.
What do you mean a bag? Why is there poison in your refrigerator?
Because he has mice that go into his huge barn. And there's a lot of equipment in there.
Still following.
And the mice will come bed in the equipment when it starts getting cold.
All right, so we've established why he needs the poison.
Yes.
That wasn't Jen's question.
Did you have poison in your refrigerator?
Not in my refrigerator.
Oh, it's such an absurd inquiry by me. You just told us he pillaged your refrigerator, and you said he took some quesadillas and some poison.
On the way out the door, there were 2 bags because I need it for my house because of my field. When it gets cold, the voles and the mice will try to come into the house for the wintertime. Can't have that.
Well, so, it ain't going to be getting cold anytime soon, pal. Going to be hot for the next week.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm proactive. I'm all about being proactive.
I also love that you're like the Blammer's Home Depot.
I
Like
am.
everyone else would just go to the hardware store and pick up their own poison. But
Nah.
no.
Blammer's thinking, hey, I got peaches. I bet Chew's got poison.
No, because the peaches were for the quesadillas. This is for the corn.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were making peaches quesadillas, and I was like, whoa, you lost me now. buddy.
Sounds pretty good.
Peach quesadillas?
Yeah.
Like a dessert quesadilla?
The peaches were for the quesadilla, and the poison is for the corn is not a sentence I was expecting to hear this morning on
Yeah.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Could
What happens
I
after a
go
Blammer
a
Thursday?
week without talking? Me.
No.
Jen.
No, you have kids.
Yeah, I was about to say, the children having playing a part in your life is the tough part. Like, honestly, for Brad, like, that's got to be the hardest part with the kids. Has to be the hardest part, which is why I think I could do it easily. Same reason Chewy could do it, I think, a lot easier.
Yeah.
The house is pretty empty.
Yeah.
I'd have to do a lot of this.
Yeah, but eventually you'd explode. Eventually you would explode, right?
I wonder if this is worth trying.
Who would you yell at first?
Dario.
Yeah, I was about to. Okay, all right, never mind. Didn't even have to finish the question.
No, didn't even have to. Barely got the word first out, and I was like, the husband.
All right.
I don't know what for, but just, you know.
Yeah, well, exactly. But
something.
Husband before the children.
husband before the kids.
Yeah.
Will, do you think that you could go one full week without talking? Since you haven't contributed anything audibly this morning, I'm starting to think maybe this wouldn't be so tough.
If I didn't have to go to work, yes, easily. I could just hole up in my apartment. Big movie guy, just watch movies all day. I could do it easily.
Like, what do you do tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I have a wedding tomorrow, so getting ready for that, buying like a card and all that stuff, grocery shopping. Like, I don't have to talk to anybody
What
when
do you
I do
have to
that.
get ready for a wedding for?
Get like my attire ready.
Are you going to lay that out tonight?
Yeah.
I mean, getting the card, sure, but that takes all in,
Why,
in 4 minutes?
Are you anticipating a big night at the wedding?
Yeah.
Who's getting married?
One of my buddies I played college baseball with.
Hot chicks there or what?
I don't know. I didn't grow up in his hometown, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No. Do you think I would have said that if I had a girlfriend?
Are you batching?
I'm batching.
All right.
Are you when
What?
Will gets a girlfriend, are
Yeah.
you going to take credit for that because he's single now?
I think he won't get a girlfriend because he's got to work with me. And he's afraid what's to follow.
All the questions?
Because I'm not real good at keeping things quiet when it comes to that.
Oh, really?
I've taken down 2 already.
2, is that all? We've been on the air for 5 years. There's no chance that number's
Ashton?
that low.
Yeah.
And Ben. Remember, I wasn't supposed to say her name?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about
Couldn't
the Ben
remember
part.
if I wasn't or I was.
It always is. It's always that you're not. It always is that you're not supposed to say
and
the name.
And it's funny how you always default to, I guess I'm supposed to say the name.
Well, you know what?
Your default
You know
setting
why?
is always opposite. You're like George.
It's basically out of spite because I know all of you withhold stuff from me. That I know.
What in
And
the
I've
world would
always-
we
I've
possibly
always
be
believed
withholding?
That you guys have your own little text chain without me.
I mean, you can search my phone.
All of our phones.
Yeah, take it. What on earth could I possibly be hiding from you?
Even if one of us was better at covering said tracks than the others, if you looked at all of our phones, there would be no text chain without Chew. Although you started a text chain yesterday
I did.
without
Well,
Ashton.
Why is he in? He's not our boss anymore. He's gone. He's dead to me. Like, why is he still on it? I get it because you probably have on your text chain, it goes back 5 years. Am I right?
Oh, it goes back a while?
Oh, yeah. I mean, because this one has Joshy. So what? Joshy's been with us for 2 years? So however long it goes back with Joshy.
My text chain goes back 3 days
Yeah,
because I
you
delete it.
Yes.
Because it clogs your phone up. Don't tell me it doesn't clog your phone up.
What on earth could you possibly have on your phone that the text messages are slowing it down?
Correct. I've got 35,000 photographs on my phone. You know what? Working like a charm.
You have
I don't
4
know.
apps.
You know what I just figured out, though? You can recover deleted email or text. Did you know that?
From the cloud, I assume?
I don't know. I don't know what the cloud is.
So you really didn't figure it out, did you?
Figured it out.
Didn't figure it out.
You hit the edit button and it says recently deleted text.
Yeah, recently, yes, that's not
You knew
shocking.
that?
I did not know that, but it's not shocking you can recover recently deleted text.
Ryan weighing in on the YouTube stream. Remember, you can always catch the show on the YouTube stream. ESPN Milwaukee says dry erase board. And I assume he means as a mode of communication if you're not allowed to talk. That would be, so you tie it around your neck with a couple of shoestrings, right? And you use that and you can communicate that way. Move.
Well, you get
what I
the thing the brilliant guy has. I don't know what that is.
The
Who's
what?
the brilliant guy?
He's talking about Stephen Hawking.
I knew it, but I wanted him to work his way through it.
He wasn't going to, and we got to get to Jason.
The brilliant guy. That's like a computerized voice. Not only is he brilliant, I'm fairly certain he's very wealthy, so he has access to things
I
like
think
that.
the brilliance kind of helped out with the wealth part.
It's tough to say in 2025. Brilliance doesn't seem to be getting people along very far. All right, we've got Jason Wilde coming up. Family Night. Whoa. The Packers preseason starts tomorrow. We want to know about position battles. We want to know about how much he thinks the guys are going to play. Did you watch any of the preseason action last night? Were you inspired at all by how some of those teams chose to handle their starters? We'll get into all of that with Jason Wilde right after this on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Good morning, Drive Drive still shaping up excellent this morning. Just a touch of light volume on 4145 south from Hampton down past Capitol Drive and north from Highway 100 up to about Burleigh. Everywhere else is looking excellent. No major incidents or delays this morning. And checking the Storm Team forecast for today, sunny, warm, and humid with a high around 90. Clear and warm tonight, humid as well, low of 74. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S. And they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One Collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One Collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One Collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market, because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Ready, down, put.
All Packers, all the time.
He was a field tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Brought to you by Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project this year? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com.
Always great to get some insight from our friend and teammate Jason Wilde. Good morning, Jason. How you doing today?
Great, everybody. How are you?
Good. Working through the voice thing, but could be worse.
I was gonna say you sound like you're calling golf.
Could be worse. Could be. Oh, because I'm like talking down here.
Yeah.
On the par five. Could be worse. We could be Brad Nortman, who cannot speak for a week, I believe it is, after having vocal cord surgery. So let's get into the preseason getting underway tomorrow. We watched last night as some of the other teams that were playing had very different approaches to playing their starters or not. We already know that the Packers starters are going to play. What do you think is the philosophy behind that for the Green Bay Packers?
So I am I'm generally a fan of data, right? Now, I'm not sure that all of the analytics and everything that people claim as predictive through those analytics is actually predictive. But Matt LaFleur, who was a little, let's be honest, light on the details yesterday, told us that he has, quote, real data from the NFL that will tell you, and I'm quoting now, according to the league's medical people and performance people, if you get X amount of reps in preseason, you're however many times less likely to get injured within the first 4 to 5 weeks of the regular season. Now, I don't think that's the only reason he plans on playing his starters, what I believe will be one series on each side of the ball. But he did trot that information out there. Now, the skeptics among us would say that data from the league that would indicate that your best players should, in fact, play in the preseason, so maybe people will watch those games and attend those games. Maybe it's, I don't know how independent those numbers are. I also would like to point out that does not have any data in terms of how many players suffer injuries in preseason that end their season. That's only if you play these snaps and then you get to the regular season, then you're this much less likely, and I don't know how it seems like fuzzy math to me. But we already know that Xavier McKinney, who talked to us yesterday and told us about his calf injury, is not going to play not only Saturday, but probably not going to play the rest of the preseason. He did not seem overly, panicked about this. He vowed that he would be ready for the start of the regular season. So I don't think this is something that we need to be frightened by, but it is something to monitor. So, again, I'm the bubble wrap guy. I am Ted Thompson all the way on this, and Ted Thompson never liked playing guys in preseason, which is amazing considering the era of football he played with the Oilers. And then we went to Pittsburgh. I remember riding in a cab across the bridge, panicking that I wasn't going to be at Heinz Field in time for kickoff because my flight had been canceled the day before, and I flew in day of the game. And I arrived just as they were singing the national anthem. And then shortly thereafter, we watched the entire 2015 season come crumbling down when Jordy Nelson, coming off of a Pro Bowl season in which he caught 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns, blew out his ACL in a meaningless preseason game, and they were cooked for that season.
Jason, do they condition?
Condition when we're around, like you guys, we used to stand and watch you run gassers?
Yeah, at the end of practice, are they doing, 10 100s or something like that? Because that's all part of it. Part of, the tough training camp and playing in these games. Because practice, I would say, if you're going, and I don't know if they do it anymore, when I played, Jason, practice was probably 85 to 90%. In preseason games, right, it doesn't matter whether it's preseason. That is 100. That's 100. And that conditions your muscles. So I'm just wondering, is he at the end of practice doing, all right, 5 gassers, get on the line?
No. Oh, what is this? 1993?
That's just weird.
Yeah. So obviously they do strength and conditioning work at some point during the course of their day, right?
Yeah.
To your point, though, and this is where I would say that kind of the old school mentality has merit, is that I would argue that the times when you are the most susceptible to injury and the thing that you're trying to prevent is when you're fatigued, right?
Yeah.
So if you go through and you bust your ass through practice and then you run 5 gassers, which are straight line running, right? You're not cutting
down
so
back,
I would,
yeah, across
right.
the field.
So what I would say is that is to me, and again, I'm not out there running gassers, so this is easy for me to say, but to me, that's the kind of stuff that, hey, how do you handle things? How do you perform? How do you get through it when you're dead tired, right? When it's the fourth quarter and you're sucking wind, that's the stuff that hardens you in hopes of making sure that you have a little left in reserve to be able to play at a high level and not get hurt. So I think you have a valid point. They don't do that. That is not what they do. So you can question whether or not, I'm sure they have data, just like this stuff about, not about playing in the preseason, that indicate that the way they do their performance training is the smartest way to do it.
So the comp would be, Jason, pitchers in the MLB today, 30 years ago, they're going 7. Yeah, they're going much deeper, and now they go 4 or 5 innings, and that's it. That's just
I mean, you look at how guys, I don't know how many complete games get thrown nowadays, but
not many.
When we were growing up, I mean, Mike Caldwell was pitching till his arm fell off.
Yeah.
Jason, with all the injuries now in the secondary, first we found out about Nate Hobbs earlier this week, now Xavier McKinney. They bring back Corey Ballantyne. How does that all affect Bo Melton? Because when they brought in Ballantyne, my initial thought was, okay, that probably hurts Bo making the initial 53 because he's not going to be caught up to the point where they're going to feel good about throwing him out there. And if there's an injury ahead of them, they need somebody else that they can trust. They obviously know they can trust Ballantyne from his previous time here. But then he's getting first-team reps yesterday. And again, I'm assuming it has to do with the injuries. Is he ahead of schedule? Where does he stand right now in terms of the injuries and his chance to make the 53?
Yeah, I think we're going to just start calling him Melton Island.
All right.
Look, is he anything remotely resembling a finished product as a corner? No. So even an admitted Bo Melton stan and lover of good stories, am not going to write that I'm actually sitting in the parking lot while Maddie runs at her high school working on that story. But Keyshawn Nixon didn't do team stuff yesterday, so it was Ballantyne and Melton with the ones. Now, again, do I think they want to go into the opener and trot Bo Melton out there to match up with Amon-Ra St. Brown? I do not. But I do think he is way ahead of schedule and way ahead of what they were hoping for. I think he has far exceeded their expectations and hopes at that position. Again, I have been of the mind, especially after what Bisaccia said a couple weeks ago, that the plan all along has been for him to make this team, and you can put, backup long snapper next to his name if you have to, but they have to have somewhere to put him on the depth chart because flyer on special teams and kickoff coverage dude are not actual position names on a roster. But I think this has become more than that. Like I talking to a few people yesterday, including Bo, but look, this is a pivotal game for him. Like if they're going to start him, put him on Garrett Wilson. Let's go, right? Let's see what he does against one of the best in the league. And then you have, 8 to 10 to 12 snaps of him playing, not guys that are going to be working for UPS, but guys that are really good in the league. Again, he's going to get beat. He is not anywhere close to being a finished product, but he is way closer to being a corner than they expected him to be on August 8th.
Jason,
there's no denying that.
Do you think there was a backdoor deal? And what I mean by that, you remember Kyle Wackholtz, right?
Kyle Wackholtz, my favorite all-time quarterback. Kyle, it's been said that you're not a very cerebral quarterback. How do you respond to that? What do you mean by cerebral?
So they moved him to tight end, and they guaranteed him, it was kind of a backdoor deal, guaranteed him a year on the practice squad, which they did.
Yeah, he was on the Holmgren. He was on the Holmgren scholarship. They both went to USC. They both played quarterback. So, hey, let's give this guy a year of free tuition to Green Bay Packers University.
Do you think there was a deal with Melton saying, hey, we'll at least give you 1 year to move.
No, I don't think it's apples to apples on that, Chew, only because I believe, and again, I am not omniscient, so it's possible that I've been wrong about this, but I don't think I am, and Lord knows I'm wrong about plenty of stuff. I think they see him as a core special teams guy.
Okay.
And so they needed to find somewhere to put him. And if we're being honest, even though he had that 100-yard game in Minnesota in 23, even though he played, 300 snaps at wide receiver last year, something like that, they have too many wide receivers. And no matter how much you love Bo Melton, he's not among their best 5 wide receivers now that they drafted Golden. So that put him in a precarious spot figuring out where to keep him. And this puts him in a place where they can have him active on game day. Because, look, and I say this with no disrespect to Isaiah Dunn or Kalen King or Micah Robinson or some of these other names. Like, we used to play a game on our show, like when NASCAR had a race. Is this a NASCAR driver or a Steinhafels employee? To see if you knew NASCAR racing, right? Or is this a Brewers prospect or an Associated Bank staff member? If I played that game now, I've given it away now, but tell me what you know about Garnet Hollis Jr. or Tyron Herring or Kamal Haddon. You know who those guys are? Those guys are all corners on their roster. And they all have something else in common. None of them have ever played in a regular season NFL game. Isaiah Dunn has played 114 snaps with the Jets and with the Seahawks. But the point is that there's a bunch of guys that maybe they like their potential, but just because they've played the position longer in their lives than Bo Melton doesn't mean they're better than Bo Melton at this point. So I think they view him as a guy they can have up on game day and then cross their fingers that they don't have to play him 75 snaps on defense.
Jason, last thing before we let you go and get to Craig Karmazin. Give me 3 things that Packers fans should be paying attention to when the Packers take the field this weekend.
I would start with the quarterbacks. My guy, Sean Clifford, needs to play well because I think, as you love to pronounce his name correctly, Taylor Elgersma, the Canadian import, I think they want to find a way to keep developing him. Like, they believe he's got a lot of arm talent, and I don't think they're going to trade Malik Willis to a quarterback-needy team. So I think Sean Clifford, but Matt LaFleur told us all 4 quarterbacks are going to play. So that's 1. 2, I don't think that Lucas Van Ness has reached a point where he's going to be one of the guys that gets to come out after 8 snaps. Maybe I'm wrong, but if he gets some opportunity, especially if the Jets keep their starting offensive line in there for more than a series, it's time for him to show that in a game he can be dominant because he's had some dominant moments in camp so far, and I think that is really important. And then the last part of it is, for the Packers offensive line, Rasheed Walker did return to practice with the groin injury. Now, I don't know if they're going to hold him out of the actual game or if they're going to let him go with the ones for the first series, but Jordan Morgan is going to play a lot. And I did not like what I saw from Jordan Morgan on Family Night. Again, to be fair to him, guy's been shuffled all over the place. He basically took a medical red shirt last year. The one game he did start was at guard, not at left tackle. But they need to see more from him, and he needs to start, kind of ramping up. So even if he doesn't win the left tackle job, he's ready to go in as the 6th man on September 7th if somebody goes down in that game.
Valuable stuff. We appreciate the perspective, Jason. Talk to you again soon.
All right, everybody. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde on Wilde and Tausch right after Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, Monday through Friday here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee.
Our conversations with Jason Wilde brought to you by Lakeland Supply. They're in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
The morning drive still looking excellent so far. No major incidents or delays, just a touch of volume across the system, particularly on 4145, where you'll be tapping the brakes at a couple of locations, but overall, we're looking excellent. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the Storm Team forecast, sunny, warm, and humid today. Isolated thunderstorms possible with a high of 90. Mainly clear, warm, and humid tonight, down to 74. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Now is the perfect time to start on your next success. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. An accredited state university, University of Maryland Global Campus, offers online and hybrid courses. Plus, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits towards a master's. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chevy.
Empower.
Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little Chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
It's Friday, and that means it's time to check in with GKB President Craig Karmazin.
Has any market been as consistent where they only have one team than Wisconsin? We know Chicago hasn't been.
No.
Fridays with Mo.
Yeah, but until you win a championship, you can't really say that. And they've had one champion.
Chewy, we're going to just create an AI. Or the AI Chewy can just bring up championship. We don't even need Chewy.
They've had one championship.
What, it's going to be put like a hologram over there?
Yeah. Craig Karmazin on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Good morning, Craig Karmazin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I see Joshy, Mr. Worried about the Brewers' offense isn't here today.
Give me your top 5 hitters in the MLB.
Ooh.
That was a joke. Caught a lot of heat.
I thought you'd give me the top 5 NFL teams in the NFC South.
All right, good pop.
Get why that's funny?
Well, let's yeah. I'm moving on.
Math.
But let's ask him the poll yesterday.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Look
Well,
at
go
you.
do it.
Look at you being
Do
right
it.
on top
Yeah.
of things, Chew.
Are
All
you
right.
worried that the Brewers might win too many games?
I don't know
Chewy,
if they'll
yes.
ever lose.
Chewy's worried they're
Yes,
going to win too many games.
totally yes. Or yes, winning is bad in the regular season because you might not win in the postseason.
Here's the poll that Jim, Matt, and Molly posted yesterday. Would you give up 5 years of the Packers making the playoffs for the Brewers to win the World Series?
Yes, yes.
Well, that's because you're a Browns fan. You don't count.
I'm actually more of a Bears fan, but yeah, that's true. But I mean, again, let's enjoy the ride. I know you guys need to find the sin always, but can we just enjoy the ride? This is unbelievable. Watching these games every night is so fun. They run the bases. They play defense. They win. They beat the Dodgers all 6 games. They beat the Cubs. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
Except kind of because you got to be guarded a little bit.
Chewy's guarded.
No.
Chewy's protecting his heart. He has scar tissue. He told us about that, Red Hot Chili Peppers. But the problem is, this is the year we're saying that you got to put all of that, you got to ignore all of that past stuff, that when will the other shoe drop, the idea that they're going to break your heart, and you just got to go all in. You got to be willing to fall in love.
I think we found love last year. I think, Jen, that's not this is this year. That's what being a sports fan is.
Mm-hmm.
When did we lose that? Every year's the year to do that. That's the nature of being a fan.
No. I mean, listen, I understand what you're saying about the philosophy of being a fan, but sometimes the writing is on the wall. Right? Sometimes early on that your team just doesn't have it. They can't cut the mustard. They won't be able to hang. So, yes, you still want to enjoy the ride, but you're not living and dying by every pitch. This is the year when the Brewers have shown.
That's what being a fan is.
No,
there's 30 teams or there's 32 teams, whatever league you're talking about, and 3% of teams are going to win the championship. You can't live your life, Chewy, just being oh, if we don't win the championship, life is miserable. That means 3% of the time in a best case scenario, if you're a market that's equally resourced, you're going to not be miserable. That's not a way to live.
But I'm not saying that you don't enjoy it, Craig. You certainly do enjoy it, but you enjoy it for what it is. Like I always say to people, you walk into a group, especially when you're a kid, and you start playing on the playground. Let's say you're playing tag. Let's say you're playing kickball, whatever it is. You can assess real quick who the athletes are, who the top players are, and where you fall in the hierarchy of that group. That's how being sports is too. You can assess real quick after, midway through a season where your team is and what your level of I don't want to say investment because you're invested either way, but your level of we're going to win Jimmy Dugan is, right? Still enjoy it, of course, but if it's very obvious that you're going to be on the outside looking in, there's a different level of enjoyment. With this Brewers team, they have shown you at every turn that they are an elite team, that they can compete and beat the best teams in the league. And for that reason, I can't think of any other reason why you wouldn't be fully invested in every pitch.
Yeah, I mean, it's so fun. You look at, the quantity of players on both sides, right? There's 10 pitchers on this team with a WAR of 1 or more. That in the last week, it's I think I saw 8 different Brewers have an OPS of 965 or better in the last week. And that's with Churio and Miz out. It's insane what's going on. And the idea that Chewy needs to come back to the championship or bust in life all the time.
Absolutely.
Think about the Eagles. To go to your point, Jen, when the Eagles beat the Packers week 1 of the season, and I know the field was messy and all that, but the Eagles were coming off a bad loss in the playoffs to the Buccaneers and were a sloppy mess. And the Packers hadn't converted on the early Jalen Hurts turnovers, and that's kind of why we saw it as the Packers didn't beat the Eagles. The Eagles ended up winning the Super Bowl and being dominant in the Super Bowl over the Chiefs.
Yeah, but you got to be a realist, though, Craig. This year,
but you
right?
wouldn't have said that about the Eagles last year.
Me and Gabe.
You never would have said that the Eagles were going to blow out the other team in the Super Bowl, when you saw them, well, even midway through the season, you wouldn't be like, oh, the Chiefs are going to run away with this thing, or the Eagles are going to run away with this thing. That's the beauty of sports.
I know, but me and Gabe are pretty much in line when it comes to the Packers. We were last year, and we even get a lot of whatever we get, tweets or text or whatever we get. I don't know what we get here. And there's a lot of Super Bowl or bust. That's not for me because, yes, can they win the Super Bowl? Sure, they can. But the chances are, my expectation is NFC Championship or bust. Anything after that is gravy.
See, and I look at it with this Packers team because we've talked about how many teams in the NFC are pretty much just as good as the Packers. Hopefully be healthy enough and be good enough where you make the postseason and Jordan Love's playing well. Because if that happens, then they legitimately have a chance to do something like that. I think that's what you hope for, right? You hope that you win enough games
because there's so much luck that has to be involved in order to win a Super Bowl. There just is.
There's been 2 Super Bowls in the last 35 years, right? And one of them was a dominant 1 seed, and one of them was the last wild card spot. So I think we've proven over 35 years you just got to get into the tournament and then hope you're playing well.
But I'm guarded because what if right now, yes, they're not the favorites to win the World Series, but they are trending.
But they have the best
I don't
record
know
in
if this
baseball.
is sustainable. But what happens if they lose in the first round? Then you're crushed.
But you're crushed anyway. That's what being a fan is. The idea of I'm not going to enjoy the 162 games because I'm going to be sad if they lose. That's the antithesis of what being a sports fan is. That's ridiculous.
I felt Chewy. I felt the highest high and the lowest low in the same game last year for the Brewers.
Me too. I was there. I was sitting there jumping up and down. Harper and I were talking about Grandma coming to the next games with us.
When Bowers hit that home run, I don't think I've ever heard AmFam louder. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
I don't know but that's what being a fan is.
Exactly.
I'm not going to go there again.
And then we got crushed. Then we got crushed.
Next
who cares?
time the Brewers hit a home run, I'm going to wait till there's 27 outs. I'm not going to get excited until there's 27 outs.
I'm sorry, but you know what I think of 50 times more when it comes to my career with the Packers? I think of the loss to Denver more than I think of the win to New England.
Right, and that's why
I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel that. That's why I'm guarded as a fan now. I'm like, well, what?
But Chewy, that is human nature. You're going to always think that way. That is why you need to make sure you enjoy all the wins, not just the championship wins. You enjoy every single wins because the losses suck. Well, obviously, I can't identify with it as a player in the way you can, but the losses suck as a fan, right? Being there when that Pete Alonso, Gabe, you said it, right? Bowers home run, Frelick home run. I'd never heard AmFam like it. And then you're there when the Pete Alonso home run happens. But if you're gonna feel that bad, which we all are naturally gonna do when our team loses, then you've got to enjoy every win. There's no point of being a fan if you're not gonna enjoy the ride.
I'm glad that you guys brought up luck, Craig, because it feels like year in and year out. Maybe it's just baseball and the way that it's structured, but it feels like you need a little bit of luck in order to be a championship team. I think people have been saying that since the dawn of time. But the better your team is, the less reliant on luck you are. And you still need a little bit of luck, right? It's always going to be an element to a championship. But I feel like this year with the Brewers, you're relying less on luck and getting a break here or there and more on these guys are really dang good. Mm-hmm. I am in a position where when I'm watching, I'm going, they'll come back. They'll score the run. They'll get the out. I'm operating from a place of optimism and almost certainty, which is crazy at this point, that this team is going to win the game and do whatever it takes to win the game, as opposed to, maybe there'll be a lucky break here or there and we'll stumble our way into a victory. Does that align with what you're seeing?
I mean, Jen, you're right. It feels like that. I mean, they've won 9 of their last 10, and I don't even know if this is the best baseball they've played all year, right? That's how good it is. There's probably, you could look at around the Dodgers stretch and around that run. It totally feels that way, but we can't think it's going to be like that in the postseason. In the postseason, every pitch is going to be angst. That's the fun, and that's what I think we're missing is that the joy of the postseason is that you get to be there. And like you look at so many markets our size, so many teams, they are not consistently there every year. So I get it. There's pain in being a Brewers fan. There's pain in being a Wisconsin sports fan. But it's a privilege to get that pain. It's a privilege to have been, Gabe, in AmFam Field and feel the highs and lows
let me
that
ask
we
you
felt.
this, Craig.
Would you rather be 45 and 69 like the Washington Nationals and just be able to mail it in as a sports fan for the rest of the summer?
But I'm guarded from the standpoint of it's more painful to lose. The emotion of losing outweighs the emotion of winning. To me, it does. It's more painful, you know?
It's more painful to lose than euphoric to win.
Correct.
But you have to, it has to be 30 times. It has to be 30 times, like when you win a championship.
Depends on
it has
how
to be
you
30
lose.
times more
What
enjoyable.
emotion was more? Yeah. When the guy hit the home, when Alonso hit the home run, or
when
Bauer hit the home run? I guarantee it's Alonso.
I don't
The
know,
emotion
man.
was more when the home runs were hit, because when the Alonso home run was hit, there was still a chance
Yeah,
in
there
the
was
bottom
still-
of the inning.
yeah, it's like-
Churio was coming up still,
Yeah.
then Terang hit into the double play.
I guarantee you're like, that was a dagger right through my heart.
It totally was,
Oh,
but that's what being
100%.
a fan is. Isn't that what being alive is? Like, isn't that why we love sports? Like, when you play the video game, do you just set it at the level where you can, like, win it every time? Like, that's not fun. Like, working for something
Don't
and
answer that,
achieving
Chewy.
something and going through all the pain, that's the beauty of what sports is.
Craig, you said it before. I mean, being pain is what being a sports fan is about. I mean, one team can win it out of a 30-team league or 32-team league if we're talking about football. And yet, look at Cleveland. Look at Browns fans
Chewy,
come
think about
back
the Red
every
Sox.
single
Yeah,
year.
but guys,
Chewy, what about you growing up as a Red Sox fan and like every kid in
Bucky Dent.
Massachusetts?
Yeah.
It had been since 1916 or whatever year and generations. But that losing, and that's what bonds us as a community and as a sports fan, right? Like the Red Sox fans are worse now that they won a championship.
Yeah, but again, guys,
Like,
Chewy is front running
this is
Jesse.
what it's about.
Okay,
Yes,
if you're
yeah.
a front, you intentionally select the teams that are doing well to avoid the heartache of losing, right?
But
Like,
you know what's crazy? This is crazy, Gabe, because I remember winning the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Yeah.
We kind of knew we were going to win. But after the game, I was pissed at Brett. I'm like, why'd you shave your goatee? The deal was that we keep them all through the game, and you shaved yours before. We lose to Denver. I will never forget sitting in a locker crying with Free. Even as a player, you're like, how in the hell are you 12-point favorites and you lose the biggest game of your life? How?
It's not the biggest game of your life. The biggest game of your life was Super Bowl 31. And at some point, you'll have enough therapy to realize, or maybe one therapy session, to realize that Super Bowl 31 actually was the biggest game of your life. Super
Yeah,
Bowl
but
32 could have been,
you know what, guys?
but it turned out it wasn't.
Now that he said that, though, Craig, the fact that he has been through that agony, I understand a little bit more, right? I wasn't even thinking of Chewy having sat in a locker room with tears running down his cheeks after losing the Super Bowl and how that might affect his personal perception of chasing a championship. And if that was
look at Belichick and Brady.
if that was as agonizing as Chewy is sort of making it out to
Yeah.
be, I understand the human defense mechanism that is, no. Don't invest too much because we don't want to feel that again.
Yes.
But look at Belichick and Brady and Robert Kraft. They're all like still taking shots at each other in the media, and like they're all, well, who gets more credit? And did Belichick? I mean, literally 2 weeks ago, they were fighting about did Robert Kraft take more of a chance on hiring Belichick, or did Belichick, based on the reputation in the league, take more of a chance on Kraft? Like even when you win, you can make it painful. So I think as fans and as people, we have a choice. And the beauty is, like, this is the fun. And so this is why we should feel all the pain and feel all the joy, because that is what's awesome about being a fan. That is what's awesome. Like, Chewy, the reason you felt that pain and cried that way is because you put so much work into it.
You're right.
You all the workouts, all of the everything. Like, that's like, I mean, I'm going to get deep here, but that's a life worth lived. Right? Like putting so much into something that you can feel that much pain, like that's what we aspire to be.
Yeah, you're right. Why are you laughing at me?
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at how this conversation got here. Like, we started talking about the Brewers, and now we're getting life lessons from Craig Carmison.
I think I might be Mel Robbins right now. Does anyone know who Mel Robbins is? I think I may have become her somehow.
No, Mel would say let them. Mel would say if Chewy doesn't want to be completely invested, you have to let him not be completely invested. Chef Ed wants us to ask you very quickly before we let you go, what do you think of all of this talk about the team winning it all for Euchre?
I love it, but it's not like that wasn't the talk last year or the year before or the year before. And
it feels like
would
it
have
might
been
have gotten ratcheted up a level.
Well, I mean, I think with him alive, I would ratchet it up a little bit, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, everyone has their different feelings of mortality and of where people go after death, but I don't think when Durbin's at the plate, he's thinking all right, I got to hit it to the right side to advance the runner to third because Bob Euchre. I think it would be awesome. And I think Yelly and there's such a cool, sweet connection and people would feel that way. But I think there's a lot of things they're playing for. And I don't think the Bob Euchre, is the reason they win or lose games. But I love the connection, and obviously we have such a deep connection, and we're fortunate to be around Uke in the way we were. So it's awesome, and it's unlike anything else that exists around baseball, so it's cool. But I don't know that it's any different than last year, in my opinion.
Craig, we got to let you go. Great chatting with you this morning. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Chewy, I have a phone number, betterhelp.com /Adam. /Jen. Jen, you have a code, right? You can get Chewy a hookup.
I have a guy.
/Adam.
I have a guy. His name is...
Adam's on our team, too, so,
I have the Blammer. He helps me every week.
It's not all medicinal. It's not all medicinal.
It's a slow burn, though, is what it is. It's not a... It's not an instantaneous fix. It's not a quick fix.
All right, have a great weekend. Thanks, everybody.
He's Craig Carmison. Of course, we chat with him every Friday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Gabe?
Hey, sports fans, it is that time of year. Fantasy football is right around the corner. August 20th, Fantasy Football Draft back as ESPN Wisconsin takes over the Potawatomi Sportsbook for another exclusive event. You can call our station right now to join the Fantasy League. Go head-to-head with us. Josh is going to be running our team. We're going to have some input, I guess, if he allows us to have input, as you draft your championship team. We're talking free food, great prizes, full VIP experience, all for fans 21 and up. All right, we've got 4 spots we have to give away today. 4 spots. So we're going to make it easy for Will. 4, 6, 8, and 10. Callers 4, 6, 8, and 10, 800-990-3776. You get the last 4 spots into the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Fantasy Football Draft at Potawatomi, August 20th.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN. On this show, it's always football season.
Those 3 corners. Keyshawn Nixon has to prove that he's a CB1. Nate Hobbs has to prove that he's a full-time player. And Carrington Valentine has to prove he's more than a really good story.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
If those guys play like we've seen them play, but they do it on a far more consistent basis, I can see them in an NFC championship.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond, from garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
Hey,
it's ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and The Pickler is coming to Menominee Falls with 9 indoor courts and unlimited pickleball play. Leagues, clinics, tournaments, all included. The first tier of founder memberships is sold out, but you can still grab a great deal. $99 a month or $1,049 for a year. Only through the grand opening on August 23rd, with free open play, raffle prizes, and welcome gifts for the first 50 people. Go to pickler.com, hit the Menominee Falls page, and we'll see you on the court.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
You've probably heard of speed dating, but what if there was something similar for hiring, especially if you're running a growing business? There is Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You can post your job today and talk to interested qualified candidates tomorrow. Simply select a time, and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you'd like to connect with and meet and greet people through back-to-back video calls starting as soon as the next day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
With Progressive customer service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Big hurt.
I heard that's like, eh.
Ron in the Key Wagon saying you guys should slow down before you take on a sponsor.
Here I am.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, Milwaukee Brewers fans, if you want to hit up Potawatomi Sportsbook before a home game, but you need a ride to the game, hit 2 balls with 1 bat by hitching a ride on the Potawatomi Game Day Shuttle. That's right. They are offering a shuttle from Potawatomi to the baseball field. Shuttles begin approximately 1 hour before first pitch. Return shuttles run nonstop for 1 hour after the game. For more information, visit Potawatomi.com. That's Potawatomi.com. Bet above the rest. We asked Craig Karmazin the question we will pose to our loyal listeners this morning as well. Would you give up 5 years of the Packers making the playoffs for the Brewers to win the World Series this season? Brewers have already done a lot of the work. Best record in baseball and whatnot. Obviously, they begin a series against the Mets at AmFam tonight. Would you be willing, as a Wisconsin sports fan, to cash in Packers playoff appearances for the Brewers in order to win a World Series this season? Want to have that conversation when we come back here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Got some volume starting to build on 94 heading west from about 13th Street through to Mitchell Boulevard past the stadium. It's also a slight tap on the brakes as you head east on 94 from Holly Road over to about 35th Street. Southbound 4145 from Appleton Avenue down to Capitol Drive will be a touch slow. That's adding a couple of extra minutes on your ride from Good Hope into the zoo. And then it's a little slow on 4145 north from about Swan Boulevard up towards Burleigh. I'm Adam Roberts with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the storm team forecast for today, sunny, warm, humid with a chance for isolated storms, a high around 90. Warm and humid tonight as well with a low of 74. Weather is brought to you by The Pickler, Menominee Falls, opening August 16th with 9 indoor courts and unlimited pickleball play. Lock in your Founders membership now at thepickler.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
This is Brian Balaga. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN.
94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI-HD Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
The buffet that we used to frequent and go through when I was a college student was the buffet at Sizzler.
What happened to you yesterday? I got mugged. You got mugged? Mugged? Well, I wouldn't have minded it so much, but I was running home to go to the
Is
bathroom.
Sizzler still a thing?
Not here.
I haven't seen a Sizzler.
Not here.
God was a boy.
That was like a big deal when we got to go to the Sizzler buffet. Ooh, watch out.
Well, why didn't you use the bathroom in the building? It was full. And I tried a few other places, but that didn't work. I mean, it was an emergency charity. I was really percolating.
We need to do a show, all of us together, from a Sizzler, and we can eat the buffet all day long as we broadcast to you.
I don't need to be.
ESPN Milwaukee 94.5.
I don't need to be crapping through a screen door.
But now I got a big problem, buddy. What is it? Well, I waited so long, I missed my chance. You didn't go? No, and now I can't get it back.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like
We can't take credit for this question, but I am curious if people would feel differently. Jim, Matt, and Molly yesterday on ESPN Madison posed this to their loyal listeners. Would you give up 5 years of the Packers making the playoffs for the Brewers to win a World Series? Brewers, of course, still have the best record in baseball. Brewers open a series against the Mets, which are a pretty good little team themselves. It'll be a good test for the Brewers, see if they can continue to clip off wins. Brewers getting close to that double-digit win streak. Not trying to jinx it. I'm just saying they're getting there. I know you said that they would not have another double-digit win streak.
Saying they're close would imply that they're at 8 or 9.
Well, they're close.
What are they at?
6.
Yeah, they're over halfway.
That's optimistic.
That's been the theme of this whole thing. So give me your reasons why you would or would not give up 5 years of the Packers making the playoffs. I would give up 5 years, and here's why. In my mind, 5 years goes by in the blink of an eye. We are already almost 5 years from when the Bucs won the title. And that feels at times like yesterday. I think you could forgo 5 years of making the postseason for the Green Bay Packers and sit with the World Series win for the Milwaukee Brewers. I think a lot of people in the state care about the Milwaukee Brewers. I think where we have talked about the distinction of the Bucs being more of maybe a southeastern Wisconsin, that's where the fan base seems most concentrated. I think there are so many people who have been following this team year in and year out, decade in and decade out, their entire lifetimes, who have enjoyed the highs of some of the teams. We talk about 82 a lot. We talk about some of the 2000s, that getting over the hump would be worth it to them, and they would give up the postseason for 5 years with the Packers, Gabe.
Yeah, it's easy. I've seen 2 Packers Super Bowl wins. Nobody has ever seen a Brewers. And that's what even makes it different from the Bucs. Because the Bucs, when they won, which was 4 years ago, again, fitting your narrative with your math and whatnot.
Yeah,
over
exactly.
there.
It was almost 5 years ago. That's what I said.
Literally less than a month ago, celebrated the 4th anniversary.
I know. I said 5 years goes by like that.
Just rounding up and down whenever it fits the narrative. But people saw. Like, that was the first time I saw a Bucks championship. There are people alive who have seen both. There's not a person alive who's ever seen a Brewers World Championship. Haven't seen it. Hasn't happened. Sign me up. I cannot imagine. Imagine what, I mean, the parade for the Bucks was insane. Everything that happened around the Bucks was insane. And it's going to be more for the Brewers if they pull this off.
And what was their poll index?
Oh, I haven't seen it. Will,
75.
75% would do?
Would give up. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll be that high on our show. 5 years is a long time.
It is not.
It's not. It is. 5 years of crap.
It doesn't
matter.
No one's saying it has to be crap. You just miss. They're not saying that you go 0-17. They're not saying you get 2 wins. You could be a decent team. You could have a decent season and miss the playoffs, and that's what I would sign up for.
At this point, can you have a decent season in the NFL and miss the playoffs?
I mean,
7 make it from each conference.
Could you go 9-8 and miss the playoffs?
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
8-9. They go 8-9. Yeah, it's a losing record, which stinks. I prefer the 9-8.
Aaron Rodgers last year. That wasn't fun.
I'm not saying it's going to be fun. I'm just saying let's make it as painless as possible.
5 years, but you have to watch every game. That would be. I mean, I would do it.
No, you wouldn't.
You don't even watch every game now.
Yeah,
that right there.
Maybe I wouldn't do it just because I'd have to watch every game. I don't. It's easy to say, but just think how nuts people are about their Packers.
All right, let me
nuts, insane, crazy.
Let me provide some perspective, okay? Having grown up in Northern Illinois, worked in Chicago, was in Connecticut, covering all the things when the Cubs made their World Series run.
Mm-hmm.
And as a kid who grew up cheering for that team, watching them win the World Series in 2016 will go down as a core memory in my lifetime, along with the birth of my children, along with getting married and all of those other things. When I am on my deathbed, guys, I will remember having been in Cleveland for Game 7 when the Chicago Cubs, the team that I rooted for as a child, where we would take the L down to Wrigley, watch the games during the day, sing the 7th inning stretch, Harry Carey, all of it. It was a culmination for me in my lifetime that carries a lot of weight. And so for Brewers fans to be able to have that experience as well, I think it's magnificent.
Yes, but the difference is the Bears suck. So you could say, not make the playoffs for 20 years. Yeah, that's fine. Who cares? Right?
I think Gabe's point of that he has seen 2 Packers Super Bowl wins in his lifetime sort of eases that angst a little bit.
Plus, there's no guarantee that when you make the playoffs those 5 times for the Packers, that's producing a championship.
Like, did you watch?
I would rather take the guaranteed championship. Give it to me.
Did you guys watch Hard Knocks?
I did not watch the first episode. No.
The new one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so they had their family night. They call it Red and Blue or something like that. Big deal, right? The Bills.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's their and the Bills are a lot like Green Bay, small market, huge fan base, right?
Mm-hmm.
Insane. The lower bowl was just full, and that's it. We just had Packers family night, and the whole place
60,000
is packed. So it's easy to say. I'm just saying, I don't think the poll. I don't think the poll here finishes 75%.
I honestly think that a Brewers World Series would be more euphoric than even a Packers World Series or Packers Super Bowl win, because Packers fans, like Brewers fans, feels like we're pretty united. Like everybody's united. Packers fans, we got like a civil war thing going on between the green package and the gold package, and people yelling at old people yelling at the younger crowd to sit down. Like we've got things we still need to sort out as Packer fans. It seems like everybody is united when it comes to the Milwaukee Brewers. Like, I don't hear anybody getting yelled at to sit down or blaming anybody else for whatever tickets are being sold. People are showing up to AmFam Field and having a good time. We don't have that animosity. And I feel, again, maybe it's because we did see one 15 years ago. There's a euphoric nature when you win that championship. And when the Brewers do that, it's going to be the entire fan base. There's going to be a small portion of the fan base that the next time the Packers win a Super Bowl are going to be like, well, it's about time.
All right, if you said
there's going to be a small, it's not a big portion, but there's going to be a small. There's not going to be a single Brewers fan that goes, oh, it's about time. No, everybody is going to be opening up the Miller Lights, Stone Cold Steve Austin, just double shot.
All right, if you had a poll right now, rank 1 to 3 your favorite sports teams in Wisconsin. How does the poll go?
Oh, the Packers are running away with it.
That's why I don't know if people would do it.
But think about your experience that you told us about earlier this week at the State Fair.
I don't remember. Hopefully this isn't on reach you. What did I say?
Well, hopefully it is, since he's about to tell you the answer.
What did you experience in terms of people wearing sports gear?
Oh, it was, 15-1.
In favor of?
The Brewers.
Brewers fever is so real right now. Everybody's got it.
Hold on. Throughout the state or in Milwaukee?
Well, the fair is actually a pretty good representative of the state.
Mm-hmm. It is?
You got a lot of people. Oh, a lot of people chew. Coming from up and over. And it's.
And the one thing that the stadium that the Brewers have, I feel, has really united the state in terms of being Brewers fans. Because if you live up in Eau Claire and you came down for a game in the 90s, you're crossing your fingers the entire drive down, hoping that it doesn't get rained out at County Stadium. Now you come down for a game in AmFam, you know that bad boy's getting played, no matter what. No matter what the weather is, you're coming down. That game's getting played. I think that has helped grow their popularity throughout the
MLB
state.
Screws up. Who the Packers play first game of the year?
They play the Lions.
All right. Packers playing Lions, Brewers in the playoffs. People have the Packer game on and the Brewer game in the background, or people have the Brewer game on and the Packer game in the background?
Gabe's just going to check because I don't think that timeline.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically.
Well, go. You know what though? Go further on the schedule. Go look and see when you.
I want a good game. I don't want a crap game. Give me a good game.
He's going to look for a good game. We'll come back with that. We got to get to reach you as well, but I want to get to some of this reaction, guys, because a lot of people are weighing in with their thoughts on: would you give up 5 years of Packers playoffs for one World Series for the Brewers? And here's what Chef Ed says. Hell yeah. I lived through the 70s and the 80s. I would give up 20 years for the Brewers to win a World Series. Sam says hard no. Would it even be fun if we knew the outcome? Sports fandom is best when we don't know what's going to happen. And meanwhile, Greg says 5 years easy as long as they still beat the Bears and the Vikings. 5 years of missing the playoffs would mean Goody, Love, and LaFleur would all be gone, though.
So I'm going to one-up you here, Chew, because there is a specific game in late October that everybody is jazzed for. And if the Brewers are in the World Series, there's a good chance they're going head-to-head. Packers at Steelers, October 26th.
I'm sorry.
World Series.
Put it on the poll.
World Series game, whatever, is on my television, and I'll worry about Aaron Rodgers versus the Packers later. Not even close. Not even a hesitation.
It's crazy you have to double take that, Chewy.
I don't know.
All right, think about it.
Okay.
We'll bring it back. I got to tell you about one of the best purchases I've made in the last couple of years. I love using a sauna when I'm on the road, when I'm at a gym, but I thought, what if I had one in my home? Well, Good Health Saunas made that possible for me. I was redoing my basement, and I said, I would like to have a sauna. Saw one at the fair at the Expo Center, like many of you have when you're walking around the Expo Center, and I thought, I am going to purchase that. And the benefits have been fantastic. They're a local company based right here in Appleton and Waukesha. So I also feel like we're supporting a local team. Stop by the Good Health Saunas booth inside the Expo Center at this year's State Fair, or go to goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen and check out their full lineup of saunas that you can have in your home in no time. You'll also get $500 to $800 off if you mention my name, Jen, at Good Health Saunas or goodhealthsaunas.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
We've been blessed with an excellent commute so far this morning. Really, the only story has been volume, as you would expect on 4145 through that construction zone. And honestly, right now, the volume is looking quite light even there. So no major incidents, no heavy volume. We are looking fantastic this morning. Traffic is sponsored by the Bud Pavilion's live music every day at the Wisconsin State Fair. See the most popular local cover bands and start your weekend off tonight with Generation Z as they take the stage inside the Bud Pavilion. And checking the Storm Team forecast for today, sunny, warm, and humid. Isolated storms are possible with a high around 90. Warm and humid, clear tonight, and a low of 74. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
If you're headed to the ballpark for any home games, there's a new way to get there that starts with free parking and ends with you skipping all the hassle. Hey, it's Jen Latta. I'm here with Sarah Neubauer from Potawatomi Casino Hotel, and this is exciting news. Potawatomi is officially bringing back the shuttles for baseball games.
Yes, we are, and we're very excited to continue this rollout. We tested the waters with Chicago in town, and it was a total success. It's easy, convenient, and best of all, it's tied to the fun happening right inside Potawatomi.
All right, I'm listening. How do we hop on one of those shuttles?
Well, first, park in our free and secure parking structure. Then just make any purchase in our sports book or place a same-day sports bet, and you'll get a wristband for a seat on the shuttle, and that's it.
Wow, it sounds so easy and stress-free. You place a bet, maybe 3, 2, 1. You place a bet, maybe grab a drink or delicious food at the sports book, get a wristband, and ride straight to the ballpark.
Exactly. Shuttles start running 2 hours before the first pitch, so there's plenty of time to enjoy yourself before the game. And return shuttles kick off at the bottom of the 7th inning and run nonstop until an hour after the game ends. And we can't forget the best part, your shuttle wristband also comes with a free reward play to be used at any table games or your favorite slots.
Potawatomi really is the pre- and post-party spot for all of the games, festivals, and fun happening here in Milwaukee.
And the shuttles really have upped the game for the perfect spot to hang out before the games. Free parking, we're just minutes from the stadium, do some gaming or play some fun bets, and we've got all the game day energy you need.
Okay, so where can everyone go to learn more?
Potawatomi.com.
That's Potawatomi, Potawatomi.com.
Summertime is the time for all the big events. Weddings, milestone birthdays, even corporate events. Elevate every event with Noble Catering, a premier craft caterer in southeastern Wisconsin, preferred by over 30 venues. Noble Catering is also the exclusive caterer of Villa Terrace, an East Side event treasure. And coming in 2026, Noble's new headquarters, a 400-person event venue in the heart of Bayview called Brixton's Turn. Book them for your event at noblecateringco.com.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
There's 2 things she counts in the house. One of the pictures. What do you think the other one is?
Firearms.
Viagra.
On 94.5 ESPN.
I have reached the phase of life where organization matters a lot. Clutter bothers me. If you are looking to bring more organization and beauty to your home, I cannot recommend Closets by Design enough. I've been working with Doug and his team in Mequon for the past few months. They helped me design a warm, incredible, organized space for my closet. What really stood out during the process was the personal attention that I got. They took the time to understand what my needs were, showed me a lot of great options, and made sure that everything I have will fit in my space and style perfectly. Closets by Designs has been a leader in custom storage solutions since 1982. That's basically my whole life. combining quality, beauty, and a true commitment to customer satisfaction. It's a national brand, yes, but Doug and his team in southeastern Wisconsin bring a personal, local touch based right in Mequon with a beautiful showroom that you can visit. No obligation, in-home consultations, custom designs, and the best value in the industry. What more could you want? If you are ready, like me, to get organized, call Closets by Design in Mequon and tell them that Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you. So I do like that people are rolling this forward, guys. They're saying that, okay, but if we miss the playoffs for 5 straight years, whether that's beating the Bears or the Vikings or whatever the caveats are that people are putting on it, it is likely that Goody and LaFleur and maybe even Love would be gone, and that would initiate a rebuild in Green Bay. Do you agree with that as sort of the unintended consequence of your wager?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Right? Missing it 5 years.
Didn't think about it, didn't care.
Why are your heels so dug in? All I'm asking you, both of you, World Series, Brewers playing Yankees, Packers playing Steelers. You're in your man cave.
Yeah.
Right? You have a 90-inch TV in front of you, and on the sidewall you have a 50-inch.
Mm-hmm.
What game and volume do you have on the 90, and what do you have on the smaller TV? I'm sorry, I have the Packers Steelers with the audio on the 90, and I have the Brewers on the side.
I mean, one of those games matters, the other really doesn't. So I'm putting Brewers on both. Surround sound, obviously, with the game. Because it's the World Series.
I mean, he's right. It's a regular season game. Yes, there's a storyline. There's a major storyline there. But from a significant standpoint, it's not even close.
I can go back after the Brewers game is over, and I can watch that Packers game.
Of course, if you did make this wager with the devil, we know that the Packers are going to lose that game against the Steelers, so you could argue it doesn't even matter. I know that they're going to lose this game because they're going to have 5 years of losing seasons.
I will say, for anybody who's actually worried about this, baseball has avoided playing a World Series game up against the NFL and a Sunday night. They've avoided it every year since 2021.
What do you think people are doing, though? I don't know. I mean, maybe in Milwaukee, but Green Bay?
Yeah, Green Bay, yeah, sure. But all over the state, I'm guessing it's going to be...
The Brewers on the big one?
Brewers on the big one. I understand it's Rodgers, but also here's what people are going to do. I was sick of Rodgers when he left anyway. I don't care. And they're going to dive in head first when Miz is pitching in the World Series. And
what if
Jackson
they're playing
Churrio's
Detroit?
Up
What
there.
if they're playing Detroit? Because people are kind of done with Rodgers.
It doesn't matter. If the Packers are playing Detroit?
Yes.
Chewy, it doesn't matter. It's a regular season game versus the World Series.
Is the game still sold out in Green Bay?
Yeah, I mean, both games would be sold out. Yeah, people are still going to go to the game if it was like a Packers home game.
I'm not so sure.
Chewy, do you realize how insane being in a World Series is?
Yes.
I mean, and also for a team that has never been. The Brewers have never been in a World Series. I know I got people popping off in the YouTube stream talking about the Braves.
There are people, Chew, that would take advantage and be able to go to a Packers game pretty cheap. Because I'm guessing tickets wouldn't be that much on the secondary
if it was
market.
Detroit,
yeah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
Comments
the Brewers
rolling
would be
in.
the hottest ticket in town. It would be impossible to get inside American Family Field. It would be real easy to get inside Lambeau.
Retired Navy fella on the YouTube stream says, I want to see the Brewers win a World Series title before I die. Give it to me, and I would gladly give up 5 years of Packers playoffs. I've already lived through that. LOL. Well, yeah, sure. There were stretches there where the Packers were just not good. When the Brewers make the World Series, I'll be taking out a second mortgage and going to AmFam Field for those games. Packers can buzz my phone with their score updates. That from Ashton in Sheboygan. My first love is baseball.
Love through a touchdown? Cool.
My first love is Brewers baseball, says JJ in the 608. I would take 5 years without the playoffs for the Packers in exchange for a Brewers ship. I think the Pill results are age. I don't know what poll results are age and geography dependent. If you're too young to remember a recent Green Bay title or live far enough from Milwaukee but are not a Brewers fan. And then Nick says Brewers fever is real. I was on an Alaskan cruise last week. Tons of people wearing Brewers gear in Alaska.
I mean, it's a cool logo.
Yeah.
Cool
I wonder how many Brewers when they go up to watch practice and stuff, there's probably, a couple thousand? No?
Well, when, people go up, to
Yeah.
watch Packers practice, yeah.
I don't know how many people wear Brewers gear.
Not many.
No?
Maybe you throw in a Brewers hat. It's something you're doing for your Packers. You're throwing your Packers gear on. Some good things if you're going to check out the ballpark this weekend, though.
What do you got?
Well, you got the Christian Yelich bobblehead.
Ooh.
You got the Miz. I was wearing the Miz T-shirt yesterday.
I like it.
The Miz T-shirt. That's the giveaway on Sunday. Another T-shirt giveaway on Tuesday during the homestand. The big one. So there's a couple big ones this month. You got the Euchre Celebration of Life on the 24th, and then the Euchre giveaway on the 23rd. Euchre a golf umbrella giveaway.
They also just announced the King Vaughn.
Oh, I forgot about
King
that.
Vaughn
They just
shirts.
announced that. Yes.
Oh, when do those get?
First 10,000. I believe it's late August.
Yeah, so it's not this homestand, but the next homestand
That's
for the
kinda
King
fun.
Vaughn T-shirt. So this homestand, you've got the Miz T-shirt, so get there early on Sunday, and then next homestand, you've got the King Vaughn T-shirt.
How do you guys feel about people who have been manipulating the call? Get up, get out of here, Vaughn.
I mean,
Fine.
It's fine.
You don't like it? I didn't know if it was sacrilegious to mess with a Euchre call.
No, it's fine. Have fun with it. I know that just the way the broadcast team held Euchre and the reverence in which they did the get up, get out, get out of here, gone call for him in the first home run of the year at Yankee Stadium, and then they retired the call. So I can't imagine anyone on that team is going to adopt it. But if fans want to have fun with it, they can have fun with it.
Dave said, did Jen just say the Brewers were never in the World Series? Brewers have never won a World Series. That's a clarification, housekeeping there. Greg weighing in saying Chewy is out of his damn mind. And Chef Ed says, I'm going to walk the 3 blocks to the 3rd Street Market and give Gabe a high five. Go Brewers. We'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We've got Reach coming up next. Stick around. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings are every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More information is available online. That's Potawatomi.com. Must be 21 years old and a rewards member to play.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Conditions on the roads right now are looking excellent. No major incidents, no delays, a lot of green. You have a free and clear ride this Friday morning. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the Storm Team forecast, sunny, warm, and humid today with some isolated storms possible. A high around 90, warm and muggy tonight, but with clear skies and a low of 74. Weather is brought to you by Good Health Saunas. Get your in-home infrared sauna today. Learn more at goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen and visit them at the Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center, July 31st through August 10th. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
It's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $200 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
We've all had those moments walking through the Expo Center at the Wisconsin State Fair and thought, ooh, that would be nice to have. Hey, this is Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy telling you that my purchase of an infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas is one of the best things I've ever bought, and it came at the State Fair. I can feel the extra energy and flexibility that I've gained from using my sauna, plus my skin and hair look better than ever. And with the amount that I travel, its detoxification benefits are totally worth it. Visit Good Health Saunas at the Wisconsin State Fair. Full product details are available at goodhealthsaunas.com. MidHealthSaunas.com.
Is your business ready to take the next step? At Fifth Third Commercial Bank Wisconsin, our team of local experienced advisors is here to propel you forward. We understand your needs and offer in-depth expertise, cutting-edge technology, and tailored solutions to streamline your cash collections, automate payments, and safeguard your assets with top-notch fraud mitigation tools. Contact Fifth Third in downtown Milwaukee today. Let's eliminate the non-value ad work so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
But she doesn't know every now and then I got the blammer coming up and I'll let you use my tractor for 2 of the blue things. Which I think's a pretty good deal. Which gets me in trouble.
You got a Viagra ring?
Yeah. On 94.5 ESPN.
You know what I say, happy wife, happy life, and that usually means a visit to my guy Dino, the dancing machino at the Jewelry Center. Earrings, custom jewelry, and repair services. The Jewelry Center does it all, including top-of-the-line engagement rings. And when that day comes for my 4 boys, take their next step in their lives, you can bet they'll be heading into the Jewelry Center for their engagement and rings. The Jewelry Center offers great deals and selections on both lab-grown and naturally mined diamonds for rings. Plus, you always hear about how Gabe went there. Had a great experience with their specialists to pick out that perfect ring. Stop into any one of their 3 locations, Brookfield, Greenfield, or Burlington today, or check out the full inventory online at shoptjc.com.
Think you know the show better than the average ESPN Milwaukee fan? Now's your chance to prove it. It's time to play The Week in Rechew.
How you feeling, Chew?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Spite, because you don't agree with me. I think when push comes to shove, everyone talks big until the day comes. All right, go ahead. I got that out.
Is that a takes one to know one situation?
Charlene?
Because you talk big until...
Oh, I do.
until the day comes.
That'd be a check.
All right, we've got 5 questions, things that you have said throughout the course of the week. We quiz you to see if you remember saying them. 5 questions, you get 3 right, you win. You get 3 wrong, you lose. You're ready to play.
Yeah.
Will, take it away. Question number 1.
I mean, it's like he has picture frames in his house with nothing in them.
Oh, just the generic, picture that comes with it when you bought it at Target?
Yeah. I like the frame.
What did you say was like having empty picture frames?
Mr. Blue Screen.
Will's phone background just being
What's
blue.
the screen now?
I changed it back to blue because the Andrew Vaughn was creeping me out a little bit.
So he's back.
I don't think you should change anything Andrew Vaughn while he's in the midst of a 12-game hit streak.
Well,
by
I
the
changed
way.
it, and then I changed it back before the game started and he hit a home run.
So you're saying you got to keep it blue
right.
screen now.
I don't want to mess with it.
All right.
All right, 1 for 1.
I kind of like that. Yep.
Question number 2.
I
That does
guarantee
not
I'm not
happen.
alone.
No,
I guarantee
Chewy,
I'm
get
not alone.
out of here.
What did you guarantee that you're not alone on?
I have no idea.
Got to be more context here. Play it again.
Well, it feels like I'm alone.
That does not happen.
Alone.
No,
I guarantee
Chewy,
I'm
get
not
out
alone.
of here.
No idea. Not alone.
It's not the boogers, is it?
Oh, good call. In the pocket.
Well, you don't get that.
No, I know, but that was good.
I was just trying to think of banana stuff you said this week, and that was
Yes.
the first one that came
That
to
would
mind.
be picking your nose and putting your boogers in your pocket.
I'm not alone.
Which Chewy says he does not do
anymore.
As a kid, yeah.
You didn't even specify as a kid.
That's true. That
when
would've-
we talked about this earlier.
That would have helped your case if you had said, well, when I was a little snot-nosed kid, I used to put it in my pocket, but you didn't.
You made it seem like you used to do that, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years ago. All right, 1-1. Pivotal question number 3.
Day one, rip on Chewy as much as you can.
Where did you say that that's what they tell people
Oh, producer
on day
school.
one?
Which they do. Kind of like your secret little text chain there that I'm not involved in.
Producer school.
You think Will has a diploma from producer's school?
He's gotten very cocky.
They had
I'll say this. He's gotten the cockiest from when he started working here till now.
And you're going to take credit for that, aren't you?
Yeah.
So compared to
Ashton took forever.
Josh
is always a smart ass.
Yeah, that's
Right?
just who he is, yeah. But you think that
But
producer
he's-
school, they fast-tracked him.
He's closer to Josh than he is Ashton. Fair?
I'd say it's fair, yeah.
You're not going to want it to be fair because now I'm going to come at you every day. We're going to see if you got any at the old wedding.
Compared to what? You come at him every day when he's here.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
That's how we found out about his background being blue.
Fair.
All right, you can wrap this bad boy up with question number 4.
Oh, me. But I'd push the envelope.
What did you say that you would lead the show in?
The check marks?
Okay. Nailed it.
If he didn't just bring that up before the segment started, I don't think he would have got it.
Wait, who brought it up? We were talking check marks before this segment?
Chewy checked himself.
What are you being, me?
I wasn't listening. You checked yourself right before?
I said it to... No, you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't me. That could have been. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's just play question number 5
All
for
right.
some bleeps and giggles.
When I hear the door shut in the garage, I got to change the channel immediately. Oh, Seinfeld.
No, so that's not the question.
Okay.
Hold on.
What do you change the channel to when you hear the garage door
X-Men.
opening?
Yeah. But now she's smart enough now. She's like, are those reruns? I'm like, yes, everything I watch. So they just sat there. My wife and my daughter sat there to placate me because I guess we already watched the the Earnhardt number 4.
Uh-huh.
Which we may have. I don't know. I don't remember. But they were just sitting there with their face on, waiting for me to go to bed. And then they laughed and turned the channel.
Don't you guys have multiple televisions in your house?
Yeah.
Is this like forced interaction or something?
A
Like
little family time in the
Yeah.
living room, watching a documentary that apparently they've already seen the ending.
May
of.
or may not have already
They
seen.
think I have a problem with the reruns.
That you enjoy them too much?
Yeah.
I mean, what else is on in the middle of the day?
I
other than
know,
reruns?
exactly.
Unless the Brewers are playing in the middle of
Like
the day.
Maisel's another one. If I watch Maisel, I get yelled at.
Because you've already seen it?
44 times, yeah.
The whole series?
I just watched 2 of them over and over and over.
Seasons or episodes?
Episodes.
Okay, that
Is
would
that a
get
problem?
2 episodes. There's like, how many seasons? 6 seasons? 5 seasons of Maisel?
Yeah, but these are the best ones.
That's fair.
You think I need therapy?
Oh,
Not
this
for
is
that.
independent of this conversation.
This is?
I don't think you need therapy for watching reruns.
Absolutely.
Okay. So it's normal?
I wouldn't say that either,
Yeah,
but I
exactly.
don't think it's a problem.
I'm not comfortable using that word with you at all.
Go that far.
Hey,
I
but,
won.
but listen, since we're talking therapy, guys, I got some friends over at BetterHelp, and this is an ad for BetterHelp. These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. You got cold plunges, you got gratitude journals, you got screen detoxes, and all of those could work for you. With the internet and information overload about mental health and wellness, it can be a little intimidating to know what's true and what will actually work when you are struggling. I have benefited from therapy. I've been doing it for about 15 years. It has really helped me navigate things that come up, challenges in my life. And that's why I feel so strongly that if you find yourself in a situation where you are struggling, therapy could be the answer. BetterHelp has more than 30,000 therapists. It's the world's largest online therapy platform, having served more than 5 million people globally. and it works. The App Store has a rating of 4.9 out of 5. That's based on 1.7 million client reviews. The largest online therapy provider in the world can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise at the click of a button. And our listeners get 10% off their first month if they put in BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout, because we are all better with help.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. If you didn't know already,
his upside is the best pitcher you've ever seen. It's not just the confidence, it's the command. A 97-mile-an-hour slider doesn't make sense. What world are we living in where that's a pitch?
now you do.
And he got him looking with a slider. Jacob Mizorowski, his 8th strikeout of this game.
The Miz is taking over Milwaukee. Stay up to date on all your Brewers talk right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, or ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night Show for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Evan Cohen here. La Quinta by Wyndham is deeply grateful for all our military members, veterans, and their families. They understand the dedication, sacrifice, and hard work that comes with serving our country. As a thank you, La Quinta offers 12% off standard rates, upgraded Wyndham Rewards, Gold Status membership, and preferred parking. They want to make sure your stay is as comfortable and rewarding as possible, and they're proud to serve those who serve. Tonight, La Quinta, tomorrow you shine. Visit LQ.com to learn more about these special military perks and discounts. Restrictions apply.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Wow, a bomb by Yelich! Join the crew for an electric matchup when the Brewers host the Mets August 8th through the 10th. The weekend starts with a celebration at Cerveceros Night on Friday the 8th, featuring makers markets, music, and more. Then don't miss an all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway on Saturday the 9th, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Close out the series with Sunday matinee baseball and a limited edition Jacob Mizorowski t-shirt giveaway. Grab your tickets at Brewers.com.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Did you know that fact, though?
No, I didn't.
You didn't know that fact?
Is that just a fact, Brig?
Yeah. I mean, that's what Chewy does. Chewy knows the most facts of anyone on the show.
He also knows the most fiction.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Here we go.
Anybody heading to the State Fair this weekend? We were there yesterday, and we'll be there on Sunday as well. So if you swing through the Expo Center, make sure to stop by the Good Health Saunas booth. I saw it yesterday. Tons of beautiful saunas, many marked down. It helps with recovery after workouts, gives me more energy and flexibility. My skin looks better, and the detox benefits are huge. Visit goodhealthsaunas.com or swing by the Wisconsin State Fair. Tell them Jen sent you, and you'll get $500 to $800 off of your purchase.
Man, I'm up to something.
People are torn on this. There are some people who would be willing to give up 5 years of playoffs for the Green Bay Packers, and there are other people who say no way in hell. I know we put it on the YouTube stream and asked people to weigh in. Right now, 60% of people are saying they would, in fact, give up Packers making the playoffs for 5 years for the Brewers to win a World Series. So it's a 60-40 split right now on the YouTube stream. Chewy, you think we're crazy? You think that Packers is so important, people are so crazy about the Packers that they would never have losing seasons year after year after year after year after year. The World Series wouldn't cover it.
I would do it, but I just think, your diehard Packer fans being into year 2 of this deal would be like, what did I do? What did I do? Because at the end of the day, they're still number one, and there's still a gap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, what's the cutoff, though? I was wondering where it definitely would flip. 8 is way too many, right? You wouldn't do 8. Would you do 8?
I'd do 8.
You need to go home because you're not the sample
about
size.
7 minutes. 10? Would you do 10?
10, Gabe.
I might do 10.
Would you do 12?
There's a lot of numbers you could say right now.
So the thing is,
I got Brewers fever.
So the thing is that a lot of people lived through the 90s. A lot of people, not the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, and 80s, when the team was not good. If there's anybody who remembers that, like, you survived, right? Like, that'd be my argument if I were making a case for this. You survived the 70s and 80s.
I think it 50-50, it flips. 8, even 7. 7 years,
5.
no playoffs.
In terms of the poll, I feel like
5's fair.
5 seems like
5's
the fair
fair.
number. You start getting closer to 10, and it's it's gonna flip.
Chris from Brookfield weighing in saying, if I had to rank the teams, it would go Brewers number 1, Packers number 2, Badgers number 3, Bucks number 4. I'm a baseball player at heart from Milwaukee, so World Series every day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, that's fair. You're a baseball fan. Wouldn't expect anything less. Right?
But
Which you are.
He's not the only baseball fan. There are other baseball fans out there. Woodruff on the hill tonight, obviously, as the Brewers get back in action. How are we feeling about this series, Gabe, against the Mets? Sweep?
No. I don't think I'm
drunk on
going,
the Brewers here, folks. We are drunk on the Brewers.
I'm not going into any series going sweep because again, it wasn't that long ago that they lost 2 out of 3 to the Marlins, right? Like it wasn't that long. In fact, it was just 2 weeks ago in which that happened.
Who are they playing?
Playing the Mets.
Oh, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they are currently one of the wild card
they'll
teams.
lose one game.
Yeah,
Sorry.
win the series, win 2 out of 3. Just keep picking those off and see where you're at the end of the year.
But if they win every series going forward, that does sort of align with my thing about only losing 6 games in the month of August.
Yeah, that's really hard to do.
I know it's hard, but I think they could do it.
I don't think you understand how hard that is. Correct.
We are so drunk on the Brewers' success over here. I'm making these claims that they will only lose 6 games in the entire month of August. Gabe, didn't you say that the best month in baseball, which team, I don't know who it was, but had lost 7 games?
7 games, correct.
Who was it?
I think it was the Astros. Brewers are right behind. I think like the Astros 19-7. Brewers' best month this year was 18-7.
Wow.
Which I believe was last month when, you had the All-Star break in there to kind of help out with the less games.
We're halfway to wet.
When your team is doing so well, there's obviously superstitions and whatnot, and guys will have the thing. You mentioned the Brett shaving his goatee or whatever earlier. How do you operate? Do you think about it? Try not to think about it? Do you just try to keep everything as the same as possible. These guys are on a winning streak right now. They are the best team in baseball right now. How do you keep all of that noise from infiltrating and affecting your performance?
Just keep doing what you're doing, you know? I mean, I talk about 96 all the time. We had that little hiccup, but then we get to the playoffs. None of those games were close.
No.
We blew out San Fran. We wound up blowing out Carolina, and then we blew out, really, New England.
Yeah. You hit the number on the head.
Yeah. But
Favored by
football's
14.
Football's so much different than baseball. And Craig brought up the Eagles this past year. Eagles were beating anyone, right? That's how good they were at the end of the year.
Yeah,
They were unbelievable.
Yeah, you kind of knew
Yes.
going into the playoffs that was going to be the best team, even though they were the 2 seed because the Lions were so beat up.
Can that happen in baseball? Has it happened in baseball?
What?
Where you just walk.
Yeah,
You win 4-1. You win, whatever.
Yeah, so, there are teams that, yes, get there and get hot and then just walk. Yes.
Just walk all the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
That has happened. It doesn't always happen. Like last year, so the Dodgers won the World Series in 5 games last year, 4-1 over the Yankees. They had to go to 5 games against the Padres in the divisional series.
Yeah.
They won that one 3-2. It took them to game 5. They had to win the last game of that series to advance.
Yes.
So it's just, baseball can be funky sometimes.
I just want a steamrolling. That's it.
It's tough to do.
Yeah.
Speaking of steamrolling, that's how the poll is turning out this morning. Steamrolling, give me a World Series. Packers in the playoffs losing 75-25 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Infinity Exteriors poll. And we asked you, if the Brewers make the World Series and play on October 26th, are you watching the Brewers World Series game or the Packers versus the Steelers? Jordan Love versus Aaron Rodgers. 83% of people say, give me that World Series.
2 words for you, Chew.
Suck it.
He's on a roll.
That is 2 check marks.
Will do. Tosh is next on ESPN Milwaukee.
The morning drive remains a easy one this Friday morning. No major incidents, no delays, just a little light volume on 4145 heading south through the construction zone from about Silver Spring down towards Capitol Drive. Everywhere else is looking great. Traffic is sponsored by the Bud Pavilion's live music every day at the Wisconsin State Fair. See the most popular local cover bands and start your weekend off tonight with Generation Z as they take the stage inside the Bud Pavilion. And checking the Storm Team forecast for today, sunny, warm, humid with an isolated shower or storm possible. High around 90 today. Low tonight, muggy one, 74 under clear skies. Weather is brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Today's forecast, sunny skies and a winning shine. Get your first car wash free at Tsunami.